Hi guys, it's Carol. How are you? I'm pretty good. I tell you, I've done nothing but sleep for 2 weeks. Has it been 2 weeks since that colonoscopy?
I don't know.
I honestly don't know if it was the effect of the anesthesia that wasn't supposed to make me sleepy, or that, I started 2 new medicines. If it's both of those can make you drowsy, so maybe together they're just making me sleep, or I'm just a weird person. I can remember when I was a little girl, my mom saying I must have sleeping sickness. That's what she always said to me.
But you do, sort of.
But I'm awake now. But I tell you, when I wake up, it honestly takes like 2 hours. My eyes are open. I just told Casey, but the lights aren't on. Casey came and woke me up a while ago for my afternoon long nap. And so I went to the door to lock it behind her when she went to the left, and I told her good night. And it was like 4 in the afternoon. I was ready to go back to bed. This is Wednesday night, but I'm going to do my new to me Thursday video now. I don't know if it was at Christmas or my birthday or exactly why, but my daughter Becky gave me these hot mitts. They're Pioneer Woman, kind of like a duck mouth thing. I love them. These are super thick, and I just love these. They came from Walmart, I don't know, $7.96 for the two of them. Well, I went to Hobby Lobby.
Hey, leave her alone.
Was that just yesterday? And got some fabric.
Monday.
This is Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I decided I just have to make myself do something to stay awake. I bought those watercolors in February, never opened the box. I should have sent them back. I just can't make myself do something. I don't know how to explain it to you other than like my friend Darlene has Parkinson's and her body won't allow her to do some things that she used to do. My mind is that way. I can't make myself do some things. I'm eventually going to paint something for Darlene first. But anyway, I decided I want to do things. I decided I wanted to sew something. I can't tell you about it until next week. But next week, maybe by Thursday, I can show you what I've sewn if I ever get around to it. My sister and I are total opposites. My sister, I've always been this way. And growing up, my sister's always been a go-getter. I mean, she gets things done. My mother used to pit my sister against me all the time. She used to tell me 1,000,000 times, your sister got up at 4 this morning, cooked breakfast, lunch, and dinner, sewed clothes for all 3 of her girls, had her makeup on, her hair fixed, and nice clothes on with her shirt tucked in, because I was always wearing jeans and a t-shirt, before you even thought about waking up for the morning. She told me that at least 1,000,000 times. Well, good for my sister. I'm not that person. but my sister is that way. I told my sister, I sent a picture of the fabric I bought to my sister. It was about 6 o'clock when we got home, because I remember telling Casey we were in 5:30 traffic. I live in a big town, like 200,000 people. And being out between 5 and 5:30 is a bad time to be out on the streets. That's why I know what time it was. Anyway, about 6 o'clock, I sent my sister pictures of this fabric. Was that this morning I told you she asked me if I was done sewing? Done sewing? Still in the bag. She would have had that fabric cut out, stitched up, and made in that hour after she got it home. I'm just not that person. I wish I were. But anyway, how did I get off on that? I'm sorry. My daughter Becky gave me these for some reason. I love them. They are the best hot mitts I've ever had. And I've even got a Rachel Ray silicone one, but I like this one better because they're very good and thick and comfy, and you don't get yourself burned. Well, I wanted to get Becky and Casey a pair of these. I've had that ever since Becky gave these to me. I've thought, I've got to get them some because these are so wonderful. Well, I went to Hobby Lobby to get that fabric. Fabric was 40% off. Casey says, every time I sit down, Toby brings his ball. He does all day long. They had these in their Spring Shop collection. They're $4.99 a piece, but Spring Shop collection items are half price right now. So that made them $2.49. So for $5, I was able to get 2 of these. I got 4, 2 for Becky and 2 for Casey, but that made the set of 2 $4.99. That is a great price because this set is $7.96 for the 2 at Walmart. And it's got the textured inside with some silicone design, but this is all silicone. I think this will be even better. So if you need hot mitts and you have a Hobby Lobby, go look for these. They had them in all different kind of colors and prints. They had a lemon print. I was looking for lemon things. But I thought 2 for $4.99 was an excellent price. And I hardly ever go in Hobby Lobby because I want the whole store. I want to bring home everything, and I don't have money. So I just don't go in there and torture myself. But a couple of years ago, we went in, it must have been more like June or July, and their spring, what's it called? Spring something collection was marked down to 75%. We got umbrellas. Those umbrellas were $20, and we got them for like, I don't know, like $5 or something. The Spring Shop collection. So watch your Hobby Lobby for Spring Shop collection to be on sale. Right at my store, they're 50% off now. In a month or so, they'll be down to 75% off. Then I went to Dollar Tree. I was looking for things with lemons on them, and I didn't see much of anything. The only thing I got was this, and I wasn't even looking for a cutting board, but I chop onions a lot and chop vegetables a lot. I've got cutting boards, but I can always use another one. It's glass. $1.25, made for sunny days, it says. I thought that was real cute. You know, I've got that yellow mixer that my friend Marcia sent me. I'm going to set this right next to that yellow mixer on my counter. I love it. So, glass cutting board, $1.25. They had, this was at my store, this was the last lemon one, but they had different designs. Okay, that's my new to me for this week. Toby had his 5th birthday yesterday. We did not have a party. He didn't even get a present. I've been sleeping.
You want me to show them what you got us?
Oh, sure. See this fingernail? I tried to polish my fingernail and immediately.
Sorry, I just knocked us over.
Okay. Are you still there? The kids were here and we were playing Yahtzee. And I was ready to polish my fingernails. So I polished this one to see what that color blue looked like. And immediately, you know, when I rolled the dice, got blue everywhere. But anyway.
And then she also got this, I don't know what you call it, a mint color. And it comes with glitter. So Taylor and I will have a good time doing our nails and putting glitter on it.
I got that color and
the blue. You can show them the blue.
I thought that was this, but no, because I took the paper off of it. No. Oh, it's that blue right there.
It's like a lilac.
It's a
color, but then it looks like a light blue on her nail.
I'm sick. You know my geranium, the lavender one? This is it. I got them potted, and I potted them out on the patio, and I didn't get them potted till this week. I just kept sleeping, and I kept waiting for my grandkids to come help me, and they haven't been here a whole lot. And when they do come, they want to play games. We are big game players. We just sit and play games. And we kept saying, well, we'll pot those in a minute. We're going to play this game. Well, finally, I potted them myself, and I left them out on my patio.
I'm playing ball with Toby is why I'm moving around a lot.
And for a week or so, we have had severe thunderstorms almost every night.
Which is very, very rare for us to have rain every night. Very rare.
Yeah, I guess we're in our monsoon season or something, because literally bad thunderstorms. My sister sent me a picture of Littlefield, They had baseball-sized hail, and it just showed the back window of a car just riddled with holes.
I can't imagine.
Oh, we had baseball-sized hail when we lived in the trailer house.
Oh, that's when our windshields got busted.
Our windshields, our roof, windows in the house got busted out. Casey got me these for Mother's Day, and they're still so pretty.
Oh, these are my favorite. I love these. Oh, I'm sorry, flowers.
I just put clean water in it, and it's...
What are these? Do you guys know? I thought I would download an app and try to figure it out, but I haven't. Yes, there's water leaking everywhere. You got that full.
Were you showing them these little bitty
yes.
ones? Yeah.
I just love those.
Don't know what those are.
And they've lasted as long as the carnations, which most flowers don't last as long as
that's true.
Carnations.
Anyway, so that's what's new at our house. Fingernail polish, a cutting board, and this. I'm really tickled with this. That's a bargain, too, for $4.99. And for good product. Okay, Casey's going to tell you about a series she read.
This book is called Theater Nights Are Murder by Libby Klein. Would you say Klein?
Klein. Mm-hmm.
It is the fourth in this mystery series. I'm kind of out of the camera there.
What are the
first one? We are not on the right camera where it's backwards. But anyway, I'll show you here on the inside. The first one's Class Reunions Are Murder. And I really liked that. And then they have Midnight Snacks Are Murder, and that was a funny one. And Restaurant Weeks Are Murder.
For my new subs, we are big cozy mystery readers.
Oh, that's usually all we read. Not all, but usually. Yes, we love cozy mysteries. This is a Poppy McAllister mystery. So she's this woman who's about my age, don't you think? I think she's 40.
I don't remember reading one.
And I'm 41. But anyway, her husband dies, and she moves back to this hometown and sees her ex-fiance from, years ago. That was her high school sweetheart. And her and her mother-in-law just do not like each other. But her mother-in-law keeps visiting. I'm not very good at telling stories when I'm not prepared. But anyway, she moves in with her Aunt Jenny, who raised her. And she's about 80 years old now. And she is hilarious. She thinks she's old enough that the laws no longer apply to her. The rules don't apply to her. And she is so, so funny. So she moves in with her Aunt Jenny, and she has this huge, huge house that she can't take care of. So Poppy decides to turn it into a bed and breakfast so they don't lose the house. And her mother-in-law comes to visit, and they get this handyman called Itty Bitty Smitty is his name.
I know.
And he is so funny. Sure. You read the first one. It was just years ago. Oh. So I made her a note. Oh, I don't have it. What did I do with it? Anyway, I go through, and as I'm reading, I write down the main characters and who they are compared to the main. Or I write down the characters and put who they are compared to the main character. So Mom can go back and look as she's reading. Because even I sometimes, I'm like, wait a minute, who was that? If they weren't in the beginning of the story. So that way Mom doesn't get too confused reading the book. But anyway, that's a good book from Libby Klein.
What's the name of this series?
So funny. A Poppy McAllister mystery.
Okay.
When she bakes, she finds out that she's gluten intolerant. And she loves to eat like us. And she has to go gluten-free now, which she is so sad about. So she figured out how to bake gluten-free stuff and ends up selling them. And that's another way she's making money. So anyway, it's really funny. No gore, and it's not too scary. There's murder mysteries, but it's not real scary or anything. It's mostly just funny.
I want to tell them about that series. We told them about the first book, that the murders are a little much for a cozy mystery. Mm-hmm. I'm reading the second one, I think, about the lady in the cabin outside of Seattle.
Yeah, that's the second one.
We told you about the first one. That's a good series.
You finished that one.
People, even when I'm not having a sleeping problem, I have a memory problem. I have told Casey, obviously I'm going to have dementia.
No, don't call that into existence. It's not going to happen.
No, I'm not going to have dementia.
I think it's from medicine. Because I have a memory problem too. And I thought, I'm only in my 40s, and I've had this for a while. And I talked to my psychiatrist about it, and he said it's probably a side effect of medication.
I tell you, side effects on medication, I used to poo-poo those when I'd read, oh, look at all these side effects. But lately, I have all those side effects.
I have all the bad side effects. Not all of them, but I get a lot of the bad side effects.
I started one medicine a couple of years ago, and one of the side effects was something that does something to your liver. I mean, the next time I had blood work done, my liver numbers were absolutely horrible.
That's scary.
And yeah, and they took me immediately off that medicine. I just, side effects just, I get them. But anyway, our news is on the TV. I've got it muted, but I'm watching it. We're under a thunderstorm warning until 11 with freezing. Not freezing. My mouth and my brain don't connect. With flooding advisory. We have had flooding this week where cars were just stranded.
I think in most places that get a lot of rain, they don't flood like we do.
We don't have the right kind of drainage system.
Yeah, and I guess it doesn't happen enough since this is a once-a-year thing, and it's not every year.
Usually May and August we get our rains for the whole year. We come in May and August, and we get a lot.
The city doesn't want to spend money on a really good drainage system or to redo the drainage system. So
the night this poor little thing was left on the patio.
Oh, that's where we started. She drowned it. That's what it was.
We got an inch and a half of rain that night, which for us is just amazing. But I'm sick. I hope Casey will take me out to that greenhouse tomorrow. This was the lavender one that everybody loved.
Yes, I never. Maybe it's not dead.
Casey, this is dead.
Give it time. It might come out. Don't pull it out.
Well, I won't toss it in the trash yet, but I still want another one. If they still have any.
Well, maybe I can take you and Taylor. Taylor wants to go again. Taylor loves going and just looking at the plants and vegetables and the flowers.
Taylor has her a garden this year.
She's got a green thumb.
For my new subs, Taylor is my granddaughter. She's 12. Mm-hmm. And, oh man, she loves to grow things. Mm-hmm. And she's doing real good. She at Dollar Tree, she bought a little plastic greenhouse. There's a fly in here. And
I know this fly keeps landing on the screen. It's just one of those little gnats or something, but it's annoying.
Anyway, oh, there's something about, Casey's a sub for the school system. There's something on our TV about safety and gun things at that school system. Anyway.
But my last day was yesterday, I assume, because everybody else's last day is tomorrow. I don't think I'll be called into sub tomorrow.
No. Anyway, back to whatever I was saying, which I don't even know what it was. I wish
we were talking about the rain and the fly on the screen, and I don't remember now either. We ought to do a live so your subs can keep us on track.
Oh, I want to do a live.
Oh, Taylor, she's growing things, and she bought a Dollar Tree. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, guys. You're hard to keep up with us today.
Seeds at Dollar Tree and a greenhouse. And tell her what she did about planting them in dirt and in that.
Yeah, she planted some of them in dirt. She was experimenting. And then she planted some in this greenhouse, which I was thinking that's probably just a waste of money, but it was $2. And it's like that high. It's just a plastic container is all it looks like. But she planted the seeds in those. And then she showed me a week later, those things were that tall and it hadn't popped up yet in the pots. So I thought, well, that was worth it.
Yeah.
And now she's got a green bean. She has not planted it in the ground yet. But it is that tall already. The vine.
In the house?
Yeah, in the house.
Kitchen window.
So she's got to get that in the ground while it's all this good rain.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you see that little greenhouse, that'll be worth it to grow we like to grow morning glories.
Oh, I planted a 2 pots of morning glories. I planted those and then we got that big rain the next day. They came up. They're like this tall. I hope that I actually have morning glories this year.
I'm going to try to build her a little trellis out of some old wood pallets out of my dad's.
I found a big stick I'm going to stick in the pot.
That'll work too, but okay. I might be able to build her a little makeshift trellis. Might not be pretty, but
And I bought moss rose that I haven't planted yet, but I've got to. I ran out of potting soil, so we had to go get potting soil. And we've had it for 2 days, and I haven't got it planted because I sleep most of the time. Toby wants me to throw his
But
ball.
I'm going to try to get her to take her medicine first thing in the morning because she's so awake now, and it takes her all day to get to this point. So maybe we'll be able to do more videos because she'll be more awake and be able to do things.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out when to take that medicine. I have to take one when I first get up, before I eat anything, and you're not supposed to take anything else at the same time as it. So I'm trying to figure out when to take the new medicines. Oh, and remember before my colonoscopy, I told you, we were talking about the cancer symptoms, and I told you and explained lost weight was one. I don't have cancer. The pathology came back. I wasn't worried about it. I'd even forgot all about it when the nurse called to tell me about the pathology. But I mean, that specialist told me when he saw the polyps he removed that he was sure they weren't cancerous, and I just knew he would know. And so I hadn't even thought about it again. But anyway, and I told you at that time, May 1st is when I had that. I told you, I know I don't have cancer because I haven't lost any weight in 50 years, even though I try. Since May 1st, I weighed today, I'm down to 184.
Oh, wow.
So I've lost 16 pounds
since
May 1st.
Well, you were 187 last time you weighed and told me.
And I don't know why, other than, and I'm living on Dr. Pepper. I wake up and drink a Dr. Pepper to hopefully wake me up. Honestly, I've slept and slept and slept and wake up and couldn't just go right back to sleep.
To get the ball.
And I've been eating a lot less. I haven't cooked a whole lot because I'm too sleepy.
She's too sleepy to eat lunch and breakfast most days.
Yeah, I've been eating maybe one meal a day. I guess that's why I'm losing weight. But I'm tickled to be 184. I haven't been that in years, and I hope I just don't gain it all back.
But you know what? I bet you're low on vitamins because you're eating less, but I bet you're low on vitamins. That's not helping your energy. Don't y'all think?
I just saw something about vitamin D. You have to take vitamin D with a meal because it is fat soluble. Your body won't absorb it if you just take it with water and you don't have fat in your stomach.
Well, we've got to get on that. I bet you're low. We're both vitamin D deficient, but Mom's, it was like 0.
One time they did lab work and my vitamin D was 0.
She had none.
Yeah, so I've got to remember to make sure I take it.
For those that don't know, if you're vitamin D deficient, it can cause depression. So.
And I don't need any more help with that. Okay, guys, we're going to cut this off because,
we're rambling for 23 minutes.
I'm sorry. We're going to go now. It's about to start thunderstorming. I do have some other things. It is going to be a long video because I have to tell you something. I got my first shingles shot. I am so tickled with myself. Starting January 1st, Medicare started paying for shingle shots. I intended to be there January 2nd to get my shingle shot. Well, I got it a week ago, maybe.
Yeah, and it was sore. She had this huge red fevery spot.
I did. Actually, it still hurts when you did that. The nurse, not the nurse, it was the pharmacist that gave it to me, said, now this is going to sting and burn. It's a horrible shot, but not as bad as having shingles. I didn't feel a thing. It was the easiest shot I've gotten in a long time. But, by the time I got home, it was swollen, feverish, red, angry red. And it hurt. But that's okay. I'm not going to get shingles. You have to go get a second one within a month, I think she told me. I'll have to call and see because I've already forgotten.
He's not eating me. He's just playing.
That's how he plays. I was going to tell you, got my shingle shot. Man, I just looked at something and it reminded me.
And you already forgot about it? She's got to go back and get it again and, don't you?
Yeah, within a month.
In a month.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I don't know what you're going to tell him about
I just am in brain fog so bad. I'm in brain fog so bad.
Well, do you want to just write everything down and we can do another video for tomorrow?
Oh, I have bad news. Those of you who have ever watched any of my Living on Social Security videos know that I'm really on a strict budget. I'm going to have to quit buying $1.25 things. I got these because Casey and Becky, my older daughter, helped me so much with getting to the colonoscopy and driving me home, because you have to have somebody drive you home. And Becky came in and babysat the dogs and was here for me when I got home. I wanted to give them something, so I got
I'm going to
this.
go take care of him. Bye. Ooh, Molly's taking care of him.
Everybody can play.
No, Molly was saying. Stop.
Anyway.
Yes.
Okay, see.
I don't know what you were saying, Mom, except for Social Security.
If you've watched any of my Social Security videos, you know I'm on a very strict, limited budget, as are most of you. I'm preaching to the choir here. I had to sign the lease on my apartment for another year. This is the best rent in town, because it's for low-income people. My rent went up $80. My rent went up $80 for this. It starts next month. I have to pay $80 a month more. Then my electric bill. I'm on average billing, so I know it's going to be $89 every month. Well, last month, all of a sudden, they didn't take out $89. They took out $153. So I called them and I said, so I knew they call it the wash up thing. I don't know why they call it that. But after 12 months, then you settle up what your bill actually added up to be and what you actually paid on the average billing. And I've been on that for years, ever since I worked for the electric company. And it's always come out really close, really close. I mean, I would have to pay a little more every year, but not much. I mean, not much at all. In fact, there was a year I didn't have to pay. I had a credit. This time, my wash-up date is June. I called to see why $153. They said, well, your wash-up amount was going to be so high. We divided it over these 3 months, April, May, and June. You're going to have to pay $153 plus whatever the bill is. She said, so your June payment will be over $200. Our electric company had a big rate increase, but oh my gosh, from 89 to 153. I don't know what the new average billing amount will be. We'll see when we do the wash up June 1st, but I'm going to go through. I'll see if Casey will help me, and I'm going to look up. I don't get paper bills. I do it all email, but I may have to go back to paper bills. I don't know. I'm going to add up every bill, what my actual bill was for each month for the last 11 months, add it up and divide it by 12 and see what that comes out to be, because I can't imagine I used that much more electricity. So right now I don't have the air conditioner on. I mean, I like to be cool, but we are going to learn to live a little warmer in this apartment. Jeez Louise. And then my electric bill's going up. My rent went up $80 a month. Then the apartment complex sent us a note. Our trash, sewer, water is divided. We pay it. We don't pay a city water bill. We pay it to another company that divides up this apartment complex somehow. We got a note from the apartment complex that the water rate will be going up. I keep telling you, I'm going to have to buy a car to live in, because I'm not going to be able to afford apartment and utilities and food. And
you can put a mattress in the back of my car if we fold the seats down.
Well, that's your car. The weather's on right now. This is Thursday through next Wednesday. We are having thunderstorms, Casey. We're going to float away. I'm going to turn this off now. Thank you for staying with me. I'm sorry I've been absent for 2 weeks, but I've just been asleep. I'm going to try to... I'm sure it's getting used to my new medicines, both of them. And I'm going to try to pull myself together. And I guess that's it for right now. I'm sorry I'm just rambling on. Take care, guys. I appreciate you so much. Leave me a comment and let me know what's going on. I know I haven't answered the last comments. I just haven't been able to. I just haven't been able to. But I'm working on me. I'm working on me. Okay, bye, guys. See you in the next video. There's Molly.